In today's You Ask, I Answer, Kevin asks, how can a marketing team with zero AI, machine learning, predictive resources get started today? Where should they begin? Well, begin by following the STEM business lifecycle strategy. STEM stands for strategy, tactics, execution, measurement. Strategy. What problem are we trying to solve? There are a lot of business problems where AI and predictive modeling and machine learning probably are not the right solution. Um, a problem is ripe for solving with AI and predictive and machine learning and all these advanced technologies if it follows the AAR format. Do you need more acceleration, meaning you need to go faster? Do you need more accuracy, meaning your existing processes are not generating accurate enough results? Or is the problem highly repetitious? If it's one of those three, it's a great candidate for AI and machine learning. If it's two out of those three, it's a really great candidate. And if it's all three, you probably should have done some automation of it already. So that's the first part, the strategy. Is it a problem for which this is the correct solution? Second, on tactics, what choices are we going to make? Now, this is not necessarily choices about specific technologies. This is choices about, from a business perspective, do you have the ability to solve the problem with AI and machine learning? And that comes down to two fundamental factors. Well, really three, but budget and time are the two fundamental factors. If you have budget and you have no time, or you have more budget than time, I should say, hire an agency, hire full-time employees, hire consultants, hire whatever you need to do to build in that capability quickly, and start the execution of the problem solving. If you have time but no budget, train yourself. Right, spend some time training. There is a great crash course in machine learning from Google. It requires knowledge of Python. So if you have not learned how to code in Python, I strongly recommend the book Learn Python the Hard Way. It's hilarious. It's a really good read. And then you go on to the machine learning crash course. That combined will take you somewhere between 6 and 12 months. But if you have time and no money, use that time wisely. Build that capability and figure you're going to spend an hour a day for the next 12 months building up that capability. But once you do, that capability can't be taken away. It's not. Once you have the knowledge and the skills, even if your development budget gets taken away, your knowledge doesn't go away. So my personal preference is, even when there is budget, to acquire knowledge, because again, knowledge is something that only decays from lack of use. But it's not like someone can just slash your budget and suddenly your capability goes away. If you have neither budget nor time, pass on AI and machine learning for now. Just give it a miss. And the reason you should do that is that you need to focus on generating revenue so that you have budget and time later, right? Revenue fixes many woes. So that's sort of the tactical choice you have to make. What do you have more of, and what are you willing to commit? And the other thing I would add is that if you don't have the right people in place, again, you're going to need to get time or money to fix that. Then the third stage is, of course, execution. Based on your choice of build or buy, do one of the above. And then you measure, did we solve the problem? Do we build a capability that solves the business problem at hand? One of the greatest dangers is that people will jump into a technology and just start using it without that strategy, without that clear business problem to solve. Now, if you are an individual practitioner and you are learning AI and machine learning and you are tinkering around, that's a totally fine strategy. Tinkering, experimenting, playing with stuff, breaking things, completely appropriate for an individual practitioner. For a business, not as good unless it is contained within the R&D function within your business. Again, R&D is professional tinkering. You don't want to do that in production. Once you have something ready to go, you roll it out, and it is a proven, repeatable, scalable process. But throwing out AI solutions just for the sake of using AI, and not because it's the best choice to solve your business problem, is not the way to go. At a business level, in production. Again, R&D, separate story. So that's how you get started today. That's where you begin. You either build or buy, and there should always, in my opinion, and this is just one practitioner's opinion, you should always have a component of build even when you buy. If you work with a vendor who is completely unwilling to share any knowledge or experience or source code or anything, then you've got a lousy vendor. Every vendor's going to have their own secret sauce, but at the very least, they should be able to tell you what they're doing. It'd be like, you don't need the exact recipe down to the individual measurements, but someone should be able to tell you whether you're getting a pizza or a souffle or a cupcake, right? Very different. They're very different outcomes. And if they're not even willing to tell you, yeah, it's a pizza, then they're not a great vendor. So, good question, Kevin. Like I said, those 2 courses, Learn Python the Hard Way, is a great one. That will give you the knowledge of Python itself, and then the Machine Learning Crash Course from Google. I'll put a link to both courses in the notes here. Bear in mind that Python is a great choice as a general-purpose language if you've never coded before. If you have coding experience in the past, particularly in monolithic languages like C++ and Java, you may be more comfortable with the statistical programming language R. I personally am much more comfortable with R than I am with Python because I have a lot more gray hair and I've done a lot more of that older style of coding. Python is much more suited for people who have never coded before and I don't want to get up to speed quickly. R is not as friendly. So, thanks for watching. As always, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and to the newsletter, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. If you want help with your company's data and analytics, visit braintrustinsights.com today and let us know how we can help you.